Hello guys! One of the skills required in applied mathematics is the ability, the skill, to translate a verbal expression into a variable expression. Then, to translate from verbal expression to verbal expression, we have to start talking about some words, some keywords. Then let's talk about the keywords or words or phrases for addition. Then the keyword for addition, the first of these is the added to. Okay? Then added to. Example, 6 added to x. That mean x plus 6. 6 added to x. Then originally we have x, quantity of something, objects, and we are adding 6. Next keyword is more than. More than. Then, for example, we can say 3 more than 5. Okay, that means we have 5 and we are adding 3 more. Okay, 3 more than. 3 more than. Okay, next keyword is sum of. The sum of. Then, for example, the sum of x and y. That means x plus y. The next one is increased by. Then increased by. For example, x increased by 2. That means x at the beginning we have, and then we are increasing by 2 more objects. The next one is the total of. The total of x and w. That means x plus w. And the last one, and the most common word that we use, is the word plus. Then, for example, x plus a. That means x plus a, obviously. This is the keywords for addition. Now let's analyze the keywords for subtraction. The first one, the easiest, is minus. Then we can say it, for example, x minus y. Obviously it's x minus y. That's the meaning. The next one is less than. Less than. Then, for example, 8 less than x. That means that we have at the beginning x, and then we are subtracting 8 objects from the total of x. Next one is just less. Then less, the word less also means subtraction. Then, for example, 8 less x. Okay, that means 8 minus x. Be careful with this example, with this word and this one. If you can notice the first one, this one here, it's writing the numbers or the expression in a different way. X is first and 8 is second. But in the second, in this situation here, we have to keep the same order. X is first and x is the second one. Okay, let's keyword is subtracted from. Then subtracted from. Then the example for example in this case is 5 subtracted from x. 5 subtracted from f is x minus 5. Okay, because 5 subtracted from the, that means that at the beginning we have x quantity of objects and we are subtracting 5 objects. The next word is decreased. Okay, decreased by, of course. Then example, x decreased by 10. That means that we have at the beginning x objects, and then that number of objects decreased by 10, then minus 10. The last one is the difference between. the difference between then, for example, the difference between x and y, that means x minus y, same order. Okay, that's the keyword for subtraction. Now let's talk about the keyword for multiplication, the easiest, times. Okay, then for example we can say 8 times x. 8 times x. Remember that nothing between 8 and x means times, means multiplication. The other one is of. Then here, for example, 1/2 of x. That means 1/2 of x, or 1/2 times x, multiplied by x. Next one is the product of. Then the product of. Okay, then example here, the product of x and y. That means x times y. Next one, really simple and really usual, multiplied by. For example, 2 multiplied by 3, that means 2 times 3. In this case, that's 6, obviously. Next keyword is twice. Twice means multiply something times 2. For example, twice n, or twice a number. That means 2 times, or 2 multiplied by that number. In this case is represented by n. Okay, this is the keyword for multiplication. Next one, keywords for addition, or phrases or words that represent division. Then the first one, really simple and really obvious, divided by. Then for example, x divided by 8. X divided by 8. That's the meaning. Next one, the quotient. The quotient of. Then the quotient of x and y. That means x divided by y. Next one, and the last one for division, is the ratio of. The ratio of. Then for example, the ratio of b and 3. That means b divided by 3. The ratio of 3 and the ratio of b and 3 means b over 3. Okay, that's the keywords for division. Also, guys, it's important to remember some keywords for exponents. Okay, for example, if we say the square of x, the square of x means x squared, and the word square means that the exponent is 2. Then square of x means x to the second power. Or the other word is cube. Then the cube of x, for example, means x to the third power. Okay, that's important also to keep in mind. Now, let's talk about some examples or some exercises. Then, remember, read always the instructions first. Translate into a variable expression. Then we have to use the keyword, or keep in mind the keywords that we analyzed before and use in here. We can also here understand that keywords. Less than is indicating a subtraction, and here the word cube. Cube means exponent. Then keep that information in mind to translate here. Then 14 less than. Okay, when we use the word less than, it's because we are subtracting the number before, in this case 14, then minus 14. For minus 14, we are subtracting 14 from where? from the cube of x. That means x cube. Then 14 less than x cube. That's it. Next example. Let's understand or identify the keywords. The difference between, that means subtraction, twice n, that means multiply n by 2. And the square of, that means exponent 2. Okay, then let's translate. The difference between is indicating that we have a subtraction here. The difference between twice n represents 2 times a number, an unknown number that is n, and the square of n. Square of n means n to the second power, or n squared. Then this is the answer, 2n minus, or that's the expression, the translating, 2n minus n squared. Let's analyze more examples. Then now let's read the instruction here. Translate into a variable expression, then simplify. Be careful. Here we have not just to translate, we have also to simplify. Then let's do it. A number multiplied, let's select it, identify the keywords, multiplied by, then we're talking about a multiplication here. Here the total of is an addition, the cube of indicate exponent. Okay, that's all the keywords. Then let's start. A number, that means a known number. We have to use a variable to represent a number. Then, for example, a number can be x. Then a number, x, because we don't know what number is it. Then a number multiplied by. Then that number is multiplied by the total of. That means that we are talking about an addition. Then that number, x, multiplied by, this parenthesis, total of is indicating an addition. The total of 6, then 6, and the cube of the number, then the cube of the known number, and the known number I said that is x from the beginning. Okay, that's it. But remember that we have to simplify, then we have to make the operation in this expression. Then really simple, that means multiply by distributive property, x times 6, everybody knows, is 6x, and now the next one is x times x cubed, sorry. Then is plus, because both numbers are positive, and x times x cubed is x to the 4th power. That's it. These numbers are not like terms, then we can't add them, then that's the answer. Let's analyze the example number 2. Example number 2, 4 times means multiply by 4. Okay, that's the first keyword. The difference between indicates addition. 1/2 of means multiplication. Okay, then let's start doing. Then 4 times. Let's use a parenthesis to indicate the multiplication. Why a parenthesis? Because it's 4 times the difference between. That means that we are talking about a subtraction, the difference between 1/2 of a number, then 1/2 of a number, then we have to use a letter to represent the number. Then, for example, here use n, 1/2 of a number, in this case n, and 14, then minus 14. That's it. Now simplify the variable expression. Then distributive property, of course, 4 times 1/2 n is 4 over 2n. The next is 4 times negative 14, and 4 times negative 14 is negative 56. Okay, now simplify if it's possible, and of course it's possible because 4 over 2 is 2, n, don't forget the n, minus 56. Okay, that's the final answer. Now let's analyze more situations that in this case are word problems. Then let's analyze first the situation. Then the length of a swimming pool is 4 feet less than means subtraction, 2 times, of course it's talking about multiplication, the width is the other side of the pool. Express the length of the pool in terms of the width. Let's do it. The length of a swimming pool, okay? Then the length, I'm going to represent the length with L and the width with W, okay? Then the length of the swimming pool is 4 less. 4 less than, that means that we are going to subtract 4. We have to subtract 4 from what? From 2 times the width, then 2 times W, that for me is the width. Then this expression is representing the length of the pool, because the length of the pool is 4 less than 2 times the width, or twice the width too. Okay, that's the final answer. Next word problem is a guitar string 6 feet long was cut into 2 pieces. Express the length of the shorter piece in terms of the length of the longer piece. Then let's do it. The string of a guitar is cutting in 2 pieces. Then one piece is the short and the other piece is the longer, or the longer. Then let's analyze now that we have to express the length of the shorter in terms of the length of the longer piece. Okay, then L must be the variable. Okay, then if the total length of the string is 6 feet, then one part is cut in, for example, X 6 minus X. X represent the measurement of the X represent the measurement of the longer piece. That means that 6 minus X is the distance, or is the length of the shorter piece. Okay, also we can say 6 minus L. L represents the longer piece. Then we can change the variable. You can choose which variable we want to use and just use it. Then this can be the answer, or this can be the answer, depend of which variable I choose to represent the longer piece. Thank you guys. See you next time. Bye bye.